What's going on? This is My Life in the Show. I'm your host, Donald Washington. I'm going to bring you guys a story out of Pennsylvania. Now, this young girl, Keiauna Davis, she's only 27 years old, a mother of two. Sadly, killed over her tax money. Now, while she was walking home from work, I instantly knew this was an inside job. Before I even read the story, I knew it was an inside job. The girl in the middle that you guys see, I'm going to bring you her name and everything and the story. She is a co-worker. Text one of these cats, hey, girl at my job just brought 6 bands. Sent a text message. This girl at my job just brought 6 bands to work. You can't trust anyone, especially people you work with. And you know what? Sadly, in your 20s, you don't know that yet. You can't trust anybody you work with. And I was just doing a show. In your community, once you make it out of your community, do you leave? Because this is the type of stuff that ends up happening. They shot and killed this young girl. This is My Life in the Shop. So now, I'm going to bring you guys the story. I'm going to bring y'all the news story. She's only 27 years old. Now her kids are without a mother. Who can you trust? And that's one thing I found out, and everybody has to find out the hard way. You can't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone because people will rob you. People will rob you. This is one of the reasons why I say in our community, we must shop in our community, because the people down the street that's underemployed or unemployed have to rob each other to feed their families. However, this bogus. This ain't a case of having to feed your family. This is just straight greed. And now, once you get your tax money, people stop telling people how much you got, what you got. Then you bring your money to work. She should be able to do that. But as soon as you tell somebody, jealousy, envy, you don't know who is at work. I'm going to bring you guys that story.
The name of the 27-year-old woman who was gunned down. Her name is Keiauna Davis, and she was the mother of 2. But the killer is still on the loose. Police combed this Wilkinsburg neighborhood looking for clues on why a 27-year-old woman may have been randomly gunned down, left in the street to die.
The indication is the young lady was robbed by someone in a vehicle.
Allegheny County police say the woman was walking down the 1700 block of Laketon Road when all of a sudden a car pulled over. They say 2 men got out, took her purse, shot her, then took off. Police say the woman may have been shot multiple times this afternoon before dying at the hospital.
My thoughts and my prayers and my feelings are really with the victim.
Michael Rose is a Wilkinsburg councilman and former chair of public safety for the borough. He says he grew up in Wilkinsburg and lives in the neighborhood where this crime happened. Rose said when he heard about this, he wanted to see for himself how people who live on the street were doing. And he wants to give words of encouragement during this tough time.
This is a good community, and it's got good folks, and we're going to survive this.
Police are trying to track down surveillance video. They were inside of this store asking questions and going door to door in the neighborhood. One witness did tell police cameras caught the crime. Police are still trying to figure out if this was a random shooting or if Davis was targeted. Right now, they don't have any suspects. Reporting live in Green Tree, Chandy Chapman, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.
Okay, out of Pittsburgh, you know what? They did end up catching the suspects. These are the people allegedly who are the suspects. The story reads, homicide charges have been filed already. I'm going to bring you guys a story right here. This is the story. Homicide charges have been filed against 3 people accused of shooting and killing a young mother Thursday afternoon. Warrants have been filed Friday for Laya Whitley, Dane James Taylor, and Kaijin Xavier Scott. They gave the whole government, even the middle names. The medical examiner identified the victim as Keiauna Davis, 27, of Wilkinsburg. Police believe that motive was robbery. According to the court documents, Davis had received her tax return the day of her death. Her co-worker and suspect, Laya Whitley, apparently texted dude Dane Taylor telling him about the money. In the text, Whitley allegedly tells Taylor, "This girl at my job bought 7 bands to work. Ain't that some shit?" That's the thing I'm telling you. People are not happy to see you come up. People are jealous, envious. The people who you trust the most. Over an hour later, the next text from Whitney says, "It's a go. Delete these texts." It's a go. She set it up. Inside job, and I knew it. And in the text messages, Whitley allegedly tells Taylor, "This girl at my job bought 7 bands to work, ain't that some shit?" Okay. Over an hour later, the next text came from Whitney, said, "Okay, it's a go, delete." I don't know why they repeated that, but anyway. Police say the third suspect, Kaijin Scott, told them he was the one who picked up Taylor from a jitney trip. I don't know what that means. However, Scott claimed Taylor told them he needed to see a girl to pick up some money. Taylor directed him to drive to the Dollar General and park in the rear of the building. Scott said while waiting, he got out the car at one point to urinate next to an abandoned home. When he got back to the car, Scott and Taylor were wearing a mask on his face and had a gun. See, dude tricking on everybody. He may not have known what was going on. Scott told police Taylor received a text on his phone which said, "Go." At that point, he followed Taylor's directions, leading him to the victim. Davis walked up the Langston Road. Scott told to pull ahead of the victim, get out, and pretended to be fixing his car. Wow, okay. So that's how they set it up. Police say when Taylor got out and chased the victim towards an open lot, after she fell to the ground, a struggle ensued, and Taylor is accused of firing shots at her before running back to the car with the purse. All 3 suspects facing robbery, criminal homicide, and of course other charges. Now, so one guy is claiming, "I ain't know what was going on." The other cat just told me, "Hey, let's go to the Dollar General," parked in the back of it. But a jury ain't gonna buy that. Jury ain't gonna buy that. You in cahoots, you took him there, you drove him there. Y'all about to do life without parole over 7 bands, $7,000. $7,000. 3 of you guys will be in jail and 1 girl is dead. 2 children are motherless. Sad story that goes on in our community. I can't say this enough. I'm glad they were caught because these 3 were dangerous. And I knew it was an inside job. It took a woman to say some ish like that. It's a go. How stupid are you? Don't you think within minutes they had those text messages? Instantly, people at your job are instantly suspects. That's the easiest crime to commit. Criminals are damn stupid. Stupid. I don't know why. This is a beautiful young girl up there. I don't know why she needs this red hair, fake eyelashes, fake eyes, and hair nails. That's why I like the Black Panther movie. The message, sisters, you are beautiful without that. You are amazing, sisters. Beautiful girl. I don't know what the hell she got in her head. And I don't know. But, however, sad, tragic story. You can't trust anyone, especially your co-workers. And I bet you the co-worker who did that is probably her best friend at work. It's probably her roadie at work, probably telling her everything. In fact, if she did tell her partner, "I got 7 G's in my purse," and in your 20s, you bragging, you showing off for people, especially around this damn tax time, man. People tell all their business. "Oh, I got 7 racks." Everybody, I know how much everybody got, because they tell you, "Oh, I'm getting 6 G's, I'm getting 5 G's," and they go splurging. And what we do, we go liquor store, club, we giving Jordans, fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake nose, fake. That's why I don't like Love and Hip Hop, man. It gives the perception that this is what's cute. Back to the story. Anyway, it's a sad tragedy, man, that she had to lose her life. But you can never, let me tell you something, put your money up. We, as a people, like to showboat, show out, show off. And for what? For what? Why are we showing out? For people that could give a damn about us. And the people that do it are close to you. And this is why I made the point. Do you move out the community? Because the people in the community do not want you to succeed. We are our own worst enemies. Anytime we hear somebody else coming up, you best believe that person who you would have gave that money to will be the one who robs you. The person you would have done anything for, that's the person. My father taught me that. I didn't believe it. I had to see it to believe it. I used to let cats inside the crib. I used to go downstairs. I used to leave the house and leave people upstairs. Sure enough, somebody stole my money. And I couldn't believe it until I actually figured out who did it. And the person who did it was somebody I would have gave that money to. Didn't even have to steal it. They just would have if he would have just asked me, I would have gave it to him. But those are the ones who are going to rob you. Young people, learn that lesson now. You cannot trust anyone. Especially, let me tell you something. Most people keep your enemies close. That's why I say watch Fox News. Understand how they operate. Your enemies don't come with a mean mug and telling you I hate you. Your enemies are going to come at you and, hey, I love you. How's your family? That's how your enemies keep you close. So you can let your guard down, tell them everything that's in your house, invite them to your house, and that's when they'll rob you blind. This is what we're facing in our community. That's why when people say they moving away from these type of people, I'm all for your community. Stay in your community. Better empower your community. However, this is all too tragic. This is all too often. How often do we see this? Anyway, I want y'all to like, comment. Let me know what you think about this video. I'm going to keep y'all posted. I'm gonna stay posted to this story, even though I don't think it's much more that could come of this story. 3 suspects caught, one of them tricking on everybody. He's claiming he didn't know what was going on. But when you came from behind the Family Dollar and you stopped when you seen the crime, once you pulled off, you accessory because you drove the assailants away from the crime. Dude should have left their ass. He may not have. There's a lot of idiots that do stuff like this, man. That's why I say a lot of cats you just gotta leave on the damn street because they'll do some shit like that. I got partners right now that be calling me, hey, bro, 2 in the morning. Matter of fact, dude, one cat just got locked up. And he was calling me about 1 in the morning. And I'm guessing he wanted me to come pick him up from the crime he just committed. In fact, I'm sure of it. I just got word he's locked up now. And he was calling me that night about 1 in the morning. I was asleep, but I'm willing to bet. Once he figured out police was after him, he was calling me. And I would have been right in the mix of that. This is why I'm like, do you leave people in your community that's still in the streets? Once you get off the streets, do you leave them? Make sure y'all turn on the notifications for my videos. So when I do go live, I hope to go live a little bit later on today so that you guys can come in and join in that live discussion. Peace.